The last two practices, there have been no fans. So the Niners are starting to install a triple option offense, which you've seen. I don't really know any team in the league that does this. And I'm allowed to talk about this because, there's like the few sections, there's like 4 sections of practice in front of cameras that everyone gets to record. The Niners have shown this in front of cameras. So you could argue they want us to talk about this. Maybe this is all smoke and mirrors. They're not going to do this during the season. They want people to prepare for it. But right now, they're installing a triple option offense. Here's what it looks like. It's the pistol formation. You got Lance right there in that sort of like that half shotgun with the running back next to him and a wide receiver behind him. It's either Ray or Deebo Samuel. Lance will get the ball. He'll either hand off to the running back next to him or fake it. If he fakes it, he starts running down the line like it's college football and either keeps it or pitches it to Deebo Samuel. Now, there's a lot of good players here. And this, to me, seems schematically sound, but you don't see this. What do you think?
Well, I absolutely do not think it's one of these double misdirections. Let's run a bunch of guys through a bunch of drills that mean nothing in front of the media so that the sharpest among them will report it and it will get Thank you.
This is real.
Yeah, it's real because there's too many. There's too much effort and there's too much importance in the reps and the players' time. I mean, I think yesterday was a perfect example of how Kyle Shanahan values the players' time. They had an event after practice that I went to. They raised like $750,000 in like 90 minutes. Well, the players were there for just a real tight hour because it's a work week, and I'm sure it interrupted their meeting schedule. And Kyle had them leave an hour into the thing and run off probably to another meeting. They're boarding a flight tonight or today to go to Minnesota. So every hour means so much. And, I'm not saying that they didn't want to be there. They care about the community, but it's work comes first. So, I mean, I think that they're always very cognizant of their schedule. But yeah, as far as
for the offense, what do you think of this?
Yeah. I mean, as far as the offense, it fits their personnel. I mean, it's always good coaching takes your talent and runs the offense that fits their strengths the best. They've got they got receivers who can run it. They got a quarterback who can run it. They got deep speed that you have to honor. They've got all the makings that you want to have big playability in that offense. So I would imagine it will be at least a package within their offense.
And it's like the fact that no other offense does it in the league makes it even more attractive. Right? Because facing the 49ers, teams will have to do something that week, prepare for something they've never done all year. So all of a sudden you're going to try to do like a crash course on it in a week, and probably you won't really get a feel for it until the second quarter of the game. That's an advantage. And
if they spend 3 hours working on that, that's 3 fewer hours they have to have work on something else. And Kyle, as an offensive play caller, knows that it puts an enormous amount of stress on the defense. Yep. And so he's just looking to do something that makes teams consume their practice time and also stresses their defense out, because maybe you don't burn them there, but maybe they're so stressed out dealing with that you burn them in a different way. So I think it's very strategic, but I think you will see it. I don't think it was phantom. I think it fits the skill set of some of their offensive skill position guys.
Yeah, Kyle's going to bury his opposition in preparation this offseason. And what's crazy is a lot of the opposition is going to be chasing ghosts because you don't really know what the Niners are going to do on offense this year. What's interesting is we're starting to see what the plan was. Like when they signed Ray, I'm like, what? I don't get it. And now you see this like pistol triple option offense is like, oh, yeah, you need more than just Deebo, someone to pitch to. Ray could do it. That's perfect. I wouldn't want to do that with Ayuk. I wouldn't want to line him up in the pistol, but definitely could do it with Ray. You could do it with Deebo, and they have. I guess when Kyle was drawing up stuff for Trey Lance, it was the triple option. Wow.
Well, who knows? But I'll tell you, I was reading an article today online. It was ESPN or Bleacher Report, and it was like the player on each team that could be traded or is likely to be traded. One of the guys on that list was Laviska Shenault, the former Colorado running back / wide receiver. That would be a nice addition for the 49ers if they want to take the load off Deebo as that runner / receiver. Just add a guy like Shenault and let him do some of the running. Same kind of body type.
Yep, I agree. And last thing I want to say with this is that Kyle gets credit for being cutting edge and forward thinking, and he is. But so much of being cutting edge and forward thinking in football is knowing the past and bringing things back. And it's like they're bringing back triple option football. Wow, this is old stuff. This is great. And I love it because most offensive gurus focus their energy on the passing game. And Kyle and his dad are very committed to the run game. And I like that because I think that's how you win. I feel like pass protection, you're already at a disadvantage in today's NFL. Running the ball.
And also, if you can make teams make a quick decision at the line of scrimmage, and you have all the elements, you got the running back / wide receivers, you got a couple of them here. You've got the vertical speed, you've got the quarterback with mobility and smarts, and you can hold that mesh point and move it around. I mean, you can give teams fits and stress them out to a degree on defense that you can burn them a lot of different ways. So I'm really, intrigued to see what it looks like in the midst of all the other things that they do.
Agree. Official BNA Music 88 says, imagine if Jimmy was this way, but with a 14-31 record. The way I think of it is like his attitude is very Josh Rosen-y. And Josh Rosen didn't get drafted by the Patriots. He got drafted by Arizona. What if Jimmy got drafted by Arizona or Cleveland? I mean, he might have not had that much success. He might have had to play right away. He might have washed out and got bounced around the league. He kind of got insulated from all that. That's a good point. I don't know. And
for everybody who works super hard, there's got to be somebody on the other end of the scale and everybody in between, right? So I don't think Jimmy's some lazy dog, but he's probably very thorough and works at it when he's in the facility. But when he's away from the facility, he's on his own time. Well, there's guys who live it beyond that and will carry it home with them and watch film on their tablet all day and all night.
And I think, again, maybe that was just my impression, but coming from New England, being under Tom Brady for 4 years, I just assumed he was like that. It's like, okay, you've seen how Tom Brady does it. You're emulating him, right? I mean, Tom doesn't take the off season off. I mean, he prepares like he's an undrafted free agent every year. Jimmy prepares like he thinks he's just the best. Or I guess, I don't know. That's what they said. I don't know. According to reports. Riddy says.
According to reports, yeah.